People out here talking very loudly. I'm wearing this shirt, it's snug. My little piggies. Good morning, YouTube. Today is Monday, October the 7th. It is day 7 of Vlogtober. I'm wearing this shirt. It fits a little snug. But I haven't been able to even pull this shirt over my body in years. So we're wearing it today with our Fashion Nova green bell bottoms. I hope today finds you in good spirits. Shout out to the girlies that get their hair interlocked, because it's, yeah. I don't know what's going on with my locks. The ends of them are, I did an apple cider vinegar cleanse, and I feel like it changed the texture of my hair on the ends, because where the bleach is, it's almost like my hair is unraveling. I don't know if anybody ever experienced that. If you have, please put a note in the comments, because I don't know what the heck. Alright, y'all, let me drive. On the way to physical therapy this morning. Okay, like I said, my locks are doing crazy things. I don't know why. It's actually kind of cute. It'd be nice if it was full across the back, but it's not. They're all twisted to the front. I don't know what the heck. I don't know what I was thinking last night. I might have been a little bit elevated while I was doing my locks. Don't mind me. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I had to, and by elevation, I mean I took some pain medicine. Just got to therapy only to realize I don't have to be here till 9 o'clock. So I'm finna sit here and edit for an hour. And then I'm going to physical therapy. All right, y'all. I'll be back. Content creation is weird when you're on your phone and you're sitting in your car talking to yourself, trying to edit. And there's somebody sitting next to you, watching your every move like a creeper. Makes it weird. I'm not being weird. You're being weird. Come with me to physical therapy. So it's almost 9 a.m. And I go to this building twice a week. And they do different exercises with me to help get my muscles moving in my foot. Like moving marbles with my toes. Yes, I know my toes are jacked, y'all. I have not been able to get a pedicure in over a year. And my foot has been sliced and diced a few times over this spring and summer. So yes, it looks a hot mess. Don't come for me. So I just got done with physical therapy and I'm getting ready to ride. I'm going to turn my air on because it is hot in here. My car's been sitting in the sun. It's about 83 degrees right now. Feels like 90 in this car. It grabbed us some Dunkin'. I don't usually do that, y'all, because y'all know I'm trying to be better about. My locks are still making that noise. We definitely have to look into that. I don't know if that's a battery issue or if that's a car issue. Two things I need to do while I'm over this way. I need to go get an air check on my tires, number one. If you don't know, you can go to Discount Tire and you can get an air check on your tires, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever is not aware, your tires have an air level. It's called your PSI. But you can find it on the inside of your door. If you're not familiar with how to do that and how to put the air in your tires and read the meter and stuff, you can go to Discount Tire and they have this thing called a free air check. Basically, it checks the tire pressure in your tires and then they balance it out. Not the same as balancing and rotating your tires, but they make sure that all the tires have the same amount of air in them to hold you over until you can get your tires balanced and rotated. So usually I pull up, I get my free air check, and I tip the person that does it. For the fact, I'm not going because I don't have any cash. One thing about me, y'all, if I can't go get a service and tip the person, I'm not going to get the service. So I don't have any cash on me. All my money's in the bank right now. Y'all know I'm a hairdresser, and the thing is, because I'm not making tips, I don't have readily available cash. All my money goes into direct deposit. So I don't really pull money out of the bank. Instead of doing that, I'm about to go get my key checked. I have a clicker on my key. I have an older car and I have a clicker on my key. And the little plastic around the key part is like starting to break or do something funky. So I definitely want to go get that fixed before it breaks in my ignition. Sometime before this week is over, I also need to get new windshield wipers. I think mine kind of like blistered in the sun while my car was sitting in my mom and dad's driveway for the last 5.5 months. My son drove it a few times because he's learning how to drive. He has his permit, so he's been practicing driving. But so it sat in the hot sun in the Georgia heat. We were triple digits this summer, so I think that the rubber on my windshield wiper is just kind of like, I don't know, freaking blistered and like pulled apart. So one of my windshield wipers, the rubber is like hanging off of it, and that's ratchet, and we don't do that. So it's a Batteries Plus. Another little tip, ladies and gentlemen, if you need your clicker to your car key fixed, like say the plastic around, I'll show y'all. Y'all see this? The plastic around my key, this part is like breaking. See how it's all chipped off or whatever? I had to go on Batteries Plus, and they're gonna replace this. Cheaper than going and getting a whole new key thing at a dealership. Like I said, I don't have a key fob, I have a clicker. I still had to put a key in my ignition because, like I said, I have an older vehicle.
Oh,
not
yeah.
you.
No, you good, you good.
Okay, so this is my new key, and this is my old key, and we got everything replaced. Yay! That the problem with my door is something called an actuator. Basically, it has something to do with the locks. It's like a little electrical thing that's happening with my locks. So we're going to go and wash our car. If y'all remember last week, the gentleman was talking to us about getting a membership to the car wash that is down by the crib. Well, we definitely got a membership because it was cheaper to go ahead and pay the membership, and I can wash my car all I want versus paying that same price every time I go, several times a month. And it's also going to motivate me to keep my car cleaner. Unlike the gym memberships I've gotten in the past where I get them and I don't use them. Don't judge me, judge your mama, because I know you've done it too. I'm not the only one. Or else there wouldn't be so many gyms making so much money. We want to pick up these clothes for donation. It's about 11 o'clock. I do have to go and pick up the boy by about 1:35. I like to be in the car right in line. He gets out of school at 2:15. I just want to come on here real quick and say something. Common sense ain't always common. So basically, I was trying to use the vacuum next to me. On either side, there are vacuums, but generally, the one to the right of you is the one you use. Most people are right-handed, but you have two hoses on either side, two on the left, two on the right. So you would think one per one car, right? Well, there's a gentleman and his girl, or whatever. It's a man and woman in the car next to me. They decide, and I hear her say it. This is why I got upset. Oh, we can just use both of these. And she and the woman on the left of me, and they decide to use both hoses on the left and the right of them. Keep in mind, I would prefer to use the one to the left and reach over versus walking all the way around my car several times to use the one on the right. I have a boot on my right foot. But they're hogging all the vacuum hoses. There go my locks again. We're going to get that fixed this week too. Y'all say a prayer. Alright, y'all, so I'm at the gas station. The worst thing about this freaking boot is having to take it off and put it back on every time I get in the car to drive. Like, freaking frustrating. But I can't drive with the boot because I can't feel the pedals. It's so bulky. So I drive in basically my sock covered foot or my barefoot. And then when I'm walking, I have to keep the boot on me. Don't you hate when you get back in your car after you just washed and wiped everything down, and you see that one little speck on your window, and it just make you feel like you didn't even wash your car? It's two people out here talking very loudly about the whole P. Diddy situation. Here's my thing on all of it, starting with the whole Cassie situation, the people accusing him of stuff, the people that have receipts. The whole situation is pretty jacked up. Because this is the thing. Yeah, you want somebody to be held accountable. We went through this with R. Kelly and Epstein and Cosby and whatever. some years ago. You want people to be held accountable. But okay, like I was saying before I got cut off, my Bluetooth cut off. You definitely want to hold people accountable for things. But even if they're held accountable, unfortunately, that will not make anything better for the victims because they still going to have the same pain. Now they might feel somewhat vindicated, and I can say that because I am they go to locks again. I am a survivor of domestic violence, so I understand how you feel when that person's feet are held to the fire. But as someone who went through that for many years, and even after this, I broke up with the person, I still had to deal with their harassment, their stalking, and so on and so forth. Your pain doesn't go away just because the person gets caught. I switch prayers and healings over everybody, even him, because hurt people, man. I ain't saying, give him a pass or none of that because he's rich. None of that. I don't care if you're rich, poor, in between. You should never victimize another human being. And that's just real. And I stand on that. But also, hurt people. And sometimes, because people have been victimized at a young age, that's like their first introduction into an adult world as a young person or as a child, and then because that's all they know, they think that is a normal behavior, and they repeat it. So hurt people, and then more hurt people hurt more people. So it's jacked up all the way around, man. It really is. And a lot of people say, well, you just taking down another black man. He took himself down. It has nothing to do with your race. It has nothing to do with the fact that you made all these records and made this money. It sucks because, of course, we have some Diddy bops. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, just like R. Kelly. It took me a while. I'm born and raised in Chicago. It took me a while, y'all, to, catch myself and be like, nope, R. Kelly. And I'm going to say it took me a while to stop myself. It took me a while to get used to, when I hear that music, just turn it off. But most of the time, I don't hear it really unless I'm on the internet. Because most radio stations don't even play his music anymore. They completely muted him. I'm not sure if that's what's going to happen with Diddy. I haven't heard a whole lot of Diddy music. But the thing is, it's not the fact of what Diddy made. Diddy produced. Diddy was featured on stuff. Or, people were signed to his label. So even if he went on a record, there are hundreds of records, hundreds and probably thousands of records that have his stamp and his fingerprint on them somewhere. So I don't know how you fully get away from, even with R. Kelly, there's still music being played on the radio that he wrote. This man wrote for Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson and so on and so forth. I think he did a song for Celine Dion. This man's writing talents cannot be denied. The issue is the illness of the person behind the artist. It was about $35, put a little close to 13 gallons in there. Also, y'all, remember to save y'all receipts. You always want to scan it for Fetch Rewards to receive points on purchases. Second receipt, you scan it in the app, it gives you points. The points you can use for digital gift cards. I use mine for Amazon. And then every time you refer a friend, you get more points. And it's free. Go ahead and download the Fetch Rewards app. Use my code that will be right here. Right here. That code in, and you're going to get some points when you scan your first receipt. And then refer your friends and your mom and them. And then that girl you don't like at work. It don't matter. You don't have to like her to get her points. Okay? And then y'all can save money together. Maybe you'll like her a little bit better. But I hope y'all are having an amazing day. It's about, like I said, it's a little after it's almost 1:40, so we are on the way almost to the baby's school to pick him up. So I'll be back, y'all. It's about 3:30. It's my second meal. The infamous salad. Y'all already know what it is. A few Mardi Gras wings, basically getting a snack. And then I'm going to have some pita chips and a little bit of buffalo chicken dip. And that's going to be my heavy lunch, I guess you could say. And then I'm going to eat dinner probably close to 7, maybe 8. Probably going to have one of my lean cuisine meals and some water or tea for the evening. Monster's going to have, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But right now he's having spaghetti, he's got some applesauce, and he's got some wings as well. So, your girl is hungry. My sugar is checking in at 106 and it's dropping, so I'm about to eat. All right, bye, y'all.